Welcome back, Knights, to Brigandine, the Legend of Runersia. Let's cover a less known knight in the Shinobi tribe called Delgan.
And as usual, stay triggered. Pew pew, pew.
One of the kind of pseudo basic knights you're gonna get in Shinobi. He's a 3D seer. As you can see down here, this is kind of what I mean when I say 3DC. So he's just kind of one of those basic knights when it comes to that. He's got some good HP, 600 from the start. The reason we're looking at this from here is because we're looking at the creative mode, just to see what his level is at level 1. 23 agility is not that great, but being a knight and a fighter, yeah, it's kind of low. I'll be honest, it's kind of low. He's a good tank as far as like tanking damage is concerned. So you can put him into the field and he'll do okay. Is he one of the best? I wouldn't say he's one of the best, and I wouldn't necessarily say he's one of the project knights. He's just kind of one of the average knights. When you get him mid-game, he kind of comes as a knight, I believe. But in this creative mode, he's a fighter, and you can kind of see his raw stats here. But yeah, that's pretty much him here, stat-wise, in a nutshell. Nothing too amazing. Hit points, yeah, well, probably some hit points. Yeah, it's kind of nice. But, you know, you get the hit point recovery of B right off the bat, apparently. You just get it in this mode, which is very interesting. So you get that. As far as the gear is concerned, you get the sword, you get heavy armor, you get a heavy helmet, and a ring. And so that's what you get with the stats there. The basic fighters don't have any orbs, as you can see down there, down below in the attack and defense lineup. No white orbs yet, just basic fighter, like what it used to be in the original game. And then here you see some of his basic stuff is just a Brave Slash, normal attack, power of 105, accuracy of 5, kind of like the original game. Except for in the original game, they carried a Claymore or a Buster Sword or a two-handed giant sword, a Zweihander, whichever way you want to call it. Here they just have a basic sword and no shield. So that's how their design is here. But yeah, that's the basic attack is Brave Slash. Same wording, same translation. Same thing for the second attack, Power Break. Except for it's a pre-move now. The original one, it was a crit move. Grand Edition turned it into a pre-move. And you could get a crit with the pre-move, so it'd make it even more powerful. But its concept is still kind of the same. Power is 155, and the accuracy goes down by quite a lot. Negative 25. So you actually get a negative modifier trying out the secondary move, which a lot of time it does miss because negative 25 is a heck of a difference. Now there are some other stats that we could look at later on, but this is the one file I had open that I have him saved in here that I can find right now. I probably could find another one later on and maybe do a little more about Delgan, but yeah. I can talk more about knights and all that, but I mean, as you can see, just some of the stuff, he's just an average knight. He's not like fantastic or anything like that. But you do get him later on playing Shinobi. It does take a little while. I don't think it takes too long, but I think it takes, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 castles you conquer till you can get this guy. But let's check out his profile here. Gender, male, age 45, class fighter. This famous blacksmith is proficient at his craft and has produced countless weapons of superior quality. Lords and nobles yearn to own a weapon crafted by his hand. Despite this, he has little interest in fighting and agrees to support the Shinobi war effort only because they promised him wool to fuel his forge. Wood to fuel his forge. Aiming to become a better blacksmith is his entire purpose in life, and he seems to be using the battlefield to test his performance of his handiwork. So, kind of like the background tries to imply, he's not one of the best fighters. He's really doing this to become a better blacksmith, so I wouldn't fully rely on this guy to handle some serious stuff. Probably put some good characters with him to kind of round him out a bit. He's a decent tank, but he's not the most amazing tank. You do have to give him some gear if you kind of want to round out some of those rough edges that he has. And that's really the best advice I have for him. So, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you do with this guy. I would say if I were to try to do something with cross-classing, I'd probably put him into the monk class just to get him the accuracy bonus up skill. Get proficient with that, and then change him back to the knight just so he can hit stuff, because his agility at 23 is very low for level 1. I know it does get higher as you get him later on in the normal game, but even still, if you're going to play him there, you're going to play him here, I would throw him through the monk class for the accuracy bonus and then switch back to tank. That's my advice. But let me know how you play him. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely give a thumbs and a sub, or a sub. That'd be cool. So, I will see you in the next guide video. Thanks for watching.